Hey folks, this video is about a situation that most people may just ignore and especially coming from a redneck, but this is a redneck with an A+ computer technician certification and someone who understands the computer industry quite well. This death is coming on the heels of a major investment by the US government under Donald Trump into developing artificial intelligence. This is also coming on the heels of a major breakthrough from China that has shaken the world. Yes, it has shaken the world. This is a big deal. If you understand artificial intelligence, then you will understand why a whistleblower being taken out the way that he was probably taken out, from the way that it looks, that there's something going on. This is shaking some of San Francisco's tech community right now. His family is making demands. So I'm going to play a short video after the introduction, and then I'm going to give you a little bit more background information. Seriously, this is some important information. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
A brilliant mind, a top company, but an uneventful end. Born and raised in California, Suchir Balaji was destined for greatness. A top graduate from UC Berkeley in computer science, he secured a position at OpenAI, contributing to revolutionary technologies like ChatGPT.
Prior to joining OpenAI, he was so qualified. He was national champion in 2016 for Computing Olympiad. He won $100,000 award for a TSA competition. This is for passenger screening algorithm which TSA has implemented today. He was shining all throughout his life.
But Suchir was a person of integrity. So when he discovered OpenAI violated ethics and laws, he chose to speak up. He became a whistleblower, exposing what he felt was wrong. In November 2024, just days after his 26th birthday, Suchir was found dead in his apartment in San Francisco. Official reports called it suicide, but his family believes otherwise.
There was no suicide note left, and there is nobody else in the scene. That doesn't mean they can just come to conclusion. And we have seen the blood shots in the bathroom, signs of fight in the bathroom. It's also said that my son had the documentation to prove the copyright violation. His statement, his testimony would have turned the AI industry upside down, because all these LLM based companies, they're doing the same thing.
Was it a tragic end to a brilliant mind, or something much, much deeper? Suchir's family continues their fight for answers, calling for justice in a world of secrecy. We at the Tribal Box hope that Suchir gets justice and his story inspires the world to always stand for truth, no matter what the cost is. What's your take on this disturbing story involving a bright young mind and a tech giant that is on the dangerous path of absolute power?
Okay, in my Substack down below, you can read all this so you can get a better idea, or just listen real quick. Okay, parents of Suchir Balaji, a former OpenAI employee who died in November 2024, have filed a lawsuit against the city and county of San Francisco. This is all coming from the press rundown. They alleged that officials violated public records laws by not providing information related to their son's death, which was ruled a suicide. Balaji, 26, was found dead from a gunshot wound in his apartment just a day after his death, prompting concerns from the family about the circumstances surrounding it. Lawsuit claims that despite the repeated requests for information over the past 2 months, the family have encountered significant obstacles. The family's attorney, Kevin Rooney, indicated they believe that there are inconsistencies that suggest that this man's death may not have been from this, but potentially somebody else doing it. Rooney emphasized that the family's experience has been distressing. Okay, he's recognized as a talented coder, having graduated from Cal Berkeley and worked with OpenAI, where he contributed to significant AI projects. However, he had recently grown disillusioned with the company and left to pursue independent projects. His concerns regarding OpenAI's practices, particularly about copyright laws, were highlighted in a New York Times article prior to his death. His parents are arguing that investigators have not adequately addressed their concerns, particularly regarding Balaji's whistleblower status. A forensic pathologist hired by the family has suggested that the circumstances of the wound were atypical for somebody doing it themselves. San Francisco City Attorney's Office has stated they will review the lawsuit once served. Okay. And for those wondering what's going on here, October 23rd, 2024, New York Times profile, Balaji alleged that products like ChatGPT violate United States copyright laws because they are trained on the products of business competitors and because the chatbot's outputs can then imitate and substitute those products. He said that the ChatGPT and similar chatbots are ruining the commercial viability of the individuals and organizations who produce the data that the AI systems are trained on. He was quoted as saying, "If you believe what I believe, you have to just leave the company," which he did. The New York Times piece contains a summary of Balaji's essay, When Does Generative AI Qualify for Fair Use?, published on his personal website earlier that week. In the essay, he mathematically analyzes outputs of large language models such as ChatGPT and argues that they fail the four-factor test for determining the fair use under U.S. copyright law. He further suggests that the argument could be applied for other generative artificial intelligence products as well. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of it, but yeah, it's some interesting things when it comes to a multi-billion-dollar industry. Now, it would behoove people to pay attention to what this story is saying, for the simple fact of your tax dollars are involved now. Also, everybody has been using ChatGPT. Well, not everybody, but you know what I'm meaning. A lot of companies are going to it, and they're going to other artificial intelligence products. So if you are a business owner, this is something that you have to get into. So if they're violating copyright law, this could turn the entire industry upside down. We would literally have to work with the companies to rewrite some of the laws to get them to be part of the industry correctly. Or there will be like massive fines and things such as that, which means they would fall further behind of countries like China, who just developed an amazing AI from what I have gathered. So this involves people's jobs in this country. It involves tax dollars. Yeah, lots of things that it involves. But hey, this has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day, and y'all think about this one. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.